for the starters, ma'am, could you please give us a short interview or an introduction of yourself? You can put in your name, your nationality, and your occupation, please.
Yeah. Basically, I'm Dr. Sanober, and I'm a medical professional, but I'm into healthcare management. I'm managing director for Good Health Consultancy. I have two boys, both of whom aspire to be doctors, because I think they have been listening to medical ever since they have been born. So that's about my introduction. And I have been here in this country since the past 20 years. So, like a second home for us already.
Okay. So the next question, could you tell us a little bit about which university did Kashif get selected into, and what is the program that he's looking to pursue?
Basically, for us, for Kashif, plan A was medicine, and plan B was also to get into medicine. So there was no other plan. So we had opted for Czech, we had opted for Hungary, and we had opted for Italy. And Kashif got into all the universities what we had opted for. We opted for 9 universities. He got into 8. He didn't get into one because he appeared that exam very casually, because he got into all the first options which he had left. So basically, we got admission in Charles First Faculty, Charles HK. We also got into Hungary Pash, and we also got into Catholic.
So, like you mentioned, ma'am, you had applied to a lot of options, and you had to shortlist one option from all the options that you have applied to. So, which one was that particular option, and why did you think that particular option was the right option for Kashif?
Yeah, basically, what option we went for is for Cattolica, Rome. And we went for that option because firstly, we got a lot of feedback from many places. Secondly, even with Gyanberry, we discussed, and they always give us the right guidance, which way to go through. Because it was a real dilemma now, because you already have Charles First Faculty, you have Cattolica, the two best which are available for options in English. But then we went for Cattolica mainly because what information we got is Cattolica has smaller student groups, and their teaching is really expertise. Also, we had discussions with students on the student mentor super mentor program, and wherein we tried to. So before taking our decision, we went through a lot of things. And secondly, we are here in this country since 20 years, and even if you see the demand, how here it is, Western Europe is definitely better, considered better for medical. Of course, they are good. I mean, all are good, but the demand as it goes, if you talk about Italy, Germany, and France. Of course, they do have and their standards are much higher. Obviously, so the others are also very good, but their standards are much higher.
The next question is, so ma'am, in Dubai, there are a lot of education consultancies, like you might know, and
Yes.
most of them are offering a lot of programs. So I just want to know, what was that one thing or a couple of things that you really liked about our agency, and you decided that you want to go with us?
Frankly, what I saw with Gyanberry, by the way, I started my research for Kashif when he was in grade 10. And I met Tej from Gyanberry when Kashif was in grade 10. Okay, and from that is the time we have started doing our research. And we got a brief at that time. And by the time then, by grade 11, we were 100% sure that we are not going to go to India to study. It's going to be out of India. It's going to be Europe. Well, there are other construction consultants I will not name. And even before joining, of course, we will do our market research. But the thing is, the professionalism which we found with Gyanberry, and the way they respond to the emails, and the way the things are on time, maybe you can say even before time, even in the initial inquiries, because when you make the initial inquiry itself, you will come to know the level of professionalism. Frankly, we did tie up with another consultant for two more universities, which Gyanberry doesn't have on board in Hungary. Okay, and the experience was totally. I mean, there we just got the forms, we just filled the forms, and then it's like rather we had to do everything. I mean, there was no homework done from their side. So, and of course, he got into those two universities as well. So, I mean, yeah, there is a big difference in the professionalism which we got from Gyanberry, and that's how in the initial stage itself, the type of information which was shared with us, and a number of universities which you have all together, the fact is it's better to be in one place and do something with this consultant and go here for this consultant, because all consultants do not have all universities. They deal with some, then others deal with few. So it's better to be, have a one-stop shop.
I just want to know, ma'am, I'm sure you have done a lot of research. Like you rightly mentioned, you started when Kashif was in grade 10. So
Yeah.
you did your research, you were aware of a lot of things. But after the session with us, do you think, ma'am, you got to know about things you were not aware of and it was a helpful session for you?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Because when you do your research, what research you will do is always from online. I mean, there is no other way to do the research. And when you go online, you do get information, but the details, you're not able to get that. How much ever good you are at online surfing or whatever you are, you go through the whole website of the university. There are certain details which you are not able to get online. But when you are in a final decision stage, you need everything to be arranged in front of you in a point form, like, okay, fine, this university, this is the point, this is the point, which on your own online it's not possible. Plus with Gyanberry, they are happy to answer 10,000 questions if you ask them, and they don't get irritated. So that was like, even in those sessions, we really had a lot of questions, doubts which were cleared, which you cannot do online. It's up to your understanding what you're understanding, online. But with experts, that for you it's a day in and day out business. You're doing it every day. But for us, it is something new. So of course, it's always better to stick with the expert.
So as much as we know preparation is very important, the second most important thing is to keep in touch and constantly follow up with our students, which we have tried our best to do. So we have arranged webinars for Charles University and mock exams and all. So I want to know, ma'am, were that very helpful for you? Do you think that's something that everyone should look forward to doing?
I think they were super helpful. I mean, they were very, very helpful. And because we were constantly in touch with what's happening on, and we attended all the webinars. I think even the other than you, I think even the parents need to take all the students. I mean, parents along with the students. It's a journey for the whole family. It's not something that a student can do on his own. Thinking that my boy is big enough, or my girl is big enough, and she can handle everything. You need to be there with them. You need to support them. So basically, we attended all the webinars. And the super mentor session, which was conducted for Charles' interview for the MMI. I mean, that was an amazing session. I mean, I think if we wouldn't have attended that session, maybe he wouldn't have been able to attend the interview so confident. And in fact, we also have recording of Kashif's interview, because we used to put the voice memo on the phone. So in the future, if any of your parents need something, we can just share that with you as well. You can help somebody. Because that super session what you conducted, it really helped us to script the interview. I can literally tell you that you can script the interview always. So that's what we did. After attending that, we saw a lot of things online which you guided us, and we literally scripted the interviews.
So the next question is, because you have been going, you've already gone through this entire process of admission, registration, exams and all. Is there any particular tip or suggestion you would like to provide future parents who are looking to register their students for these kind of exams or universities?
Well, the tip or suggestion I would have is, don't try to do things yourself. You won't be able to, because there is lots to be done. And what I would suggest is, however confident your child is, keep all the options open. You may not just don't stick yourself that no, fine, we will not. Keep all the options open, because of course you are losing on your exam registration fees, but you're not losing a year at least, you know. And then it's very important that you get into a European university rather than get into a university somewhere else, because the European degree has much better accreditation everywhere else. Even if they want to pursue studies further in UK or US, is definitely much more helpful. So I would suggest that always stick with the expert. Don't try to do things yourself.
The next
Yes.
question would be is finally, ma'am, I just want you to overall summarize your experience with Gyanberry, and if there is any particular person in general you want to highlight, or any particular instance that has made you happy throughout this entire process with Gyanberry, please do let us know, because this is going to help us as a team. It's going to make everybody feel, very happy that we were able to do this for you.
So my experience with Gyanberry has really been very awesome, very awesome. Because the thing is, the prompt emails which come in, the timely reminders, the repeated reminders which come in, and you can ask any number of questions. I hope Sukanya is not fed up of me, because because I mean, I keep on following up and keep on. I don't know if other parents do that, or I'm the worst of the lot, but but it has been like really awesome. Plus, I know that now, after we have got admission, also what we have discussed with Gyanberry, that you will be making groups for us and putting all the parents together. And so that will be really good, because you're sending your child to a new country, especially with this COVID. We don't know if we will be able to travel with them or not. So with all this support, which actually I think no other consultant provides, that okay, fine, admission is done, our job is done, that sort of stuff. But you are really going to take us through the process, through the journey. So that's really amazing. I'm really thankful to Gyanberry for that. And hopefully, I'm registering Hamza within the next 6 months, because my second son is just 1 year. We are 1 year apart. So yeah. So let's hope things will go fine for him also. So the experience has been awesome. And the best event was your student MMI interviews, which you conducted for us, that webinar. I think that was really great.
So thank you very much for your time, ma'am. It really means a lot. All of your responses are well noted, and I'm going to let my team know about it, because I'm sure it's going to make Miss Sukanya also very happy. And she has no problems. You can bother her at any time. I can confidently say she will be available to you at any time of the day. So
So
all the best, ma'am, to Kashif. Congratulations to you and your family, and I
thank you
wish
so
you
much.
all the best. And we're always available whenever needed.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, fine.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you.